I'm Robin Scherzer, and welcome to Robin's Stampin' Hood. Hi Stampers! We are going to make a really simple, easy sympathy card today. I've had the unfortunately bad luck to have a few of these the last few weeks. So for my coffee and a card this morning, we made this one using the whole stamp set, Avant Garden, that you can get with during celebration this month and next month, March. If you purchase $50 before tax and shipping, you can get this beautiful stamp set for free. The only thing I added for the sympathy card, I didn't use the Thanks for Being You, but I did use out of Rose Wonder. It has tons of little sayings, and I love it, with sympathy, wedding wishes, happy birthday, thank you, you name it. And then it comes with a beautiful framelit set as well. But I grabbed that, so I needed one. So anyways, I'm going to show you some old techniques and ideas. So if you're a new stamper, it hopefully will help you. If you're an old stamper, it'll remind you of things that you can do. So we're going to go ahead and start. And the first thing I did is I used Pear Pizzazz paper. I took an 8.5 by 11, cut it at 5.5. Now I'm going to go ahead and I am going to score it on my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. And you're going to score it at 4 1/4, and that's right in half. And you want to use the gray blade, remember. Just do it a couple times. And you can see it's scored right there nice, and you just want to fold it into the mountain, so that's good. I'm going to set that aside, and I'm just going to show you real quick the trimmer. I love the Stampin' Up! Trimmer. It's one of the best tools they've come out with. So the trimmer, it has all your markings. You've got your eighths and your sixteenths and your quarters and your inches. And if you are a scrapbooker and need a little bit bigger, it has this nice arm that comes out, and it goes up to 15 inches. And then if you travel with it, it locks the arm in place so it doesn't fall open on you. It comes with 2 different blades. The gray blade, the light gray blade, is the scoring blade. The dark gray is the cutting blade. And then it also has this little handy dandy thing that you can take out to get, if there's any, it's the cutting track. So if you get any garbage in there, like from old paper, you just hit it out and it makes it brand new, and it's 2 sides. So if this gets worn out, you just flip it over and you got the other side. And then the nice thing about this too is it also has a little bit of storage. So on the back side, you can store your paper piercer, your bone folder, your blades, and look at Candy, don't tell my family. Okay. So I love this. If you need a new trimmer, this is definitely the one to get. Okay, so on to our card. Okay, because this is a photopolymer set, as you can see, they're clear, so you need a little bit of foam underneath them. So I use my Stampin' Up! Paper piercing mat. They're super cheap. They're, I think, like $5. And you can use it for piercing. You can see lots of holes in mine, but you can also see that I have some ink on it. So to prevent that from happening, I have now started to stamp with some typing paper, or my husband teases me and says, it's copy paper. Nobody uses typing paper anymore. But I put that on top just to protect it a little bit. So I did cut the white cardstock to 5 1/4 by 4. And we're going to use the Pear Pizzazz. Just a little tip to open these. I know some of my customers really struggle with opening them. If you look at those 3 little dots, just push your thumb against it. It pops it open, and then you just bring it around. Handy dandy. And we're going to use also sweet sugar plum. So I'm going to go ahead and open that because I'm going to do that one first. So we're going to use this flower, and we're going to just do some variation stamping. So go ahead and ink it up, tap, tap, tap. And go ahead and stamp, and you get nice ink, and then stamp again. So now we have another variation. What I like about our inks is you can continue to do that and get real subtle things. So I'm going to do it one more time so you can see the subtleness of it. So you can see it just a little bit there. I think it's beautiful when you do that. So we're going to go ahead and just randomly create a background. Does not matter what it looks like. It can just be very random. And I'm just going to leave a little white space at the bottom because that's where I want my words to go. I'm going to make sure I got inked up there good. I'll do that again. And we'll do a few more here. How about one there? Stamp off. And the reason I'm stamping off is because I'm catching that edge there, and I want to make sure I have a nice clean set there. So now I'm going to take the Pear Pizzazz with this little leafy thing. I'm not going to try to create a leaf. I'm just randomly going to stamp that around to give it a little pop of extra color. And we'll do the same thing I did with the variation of it. So just go ahead and, like I said, just randomly stamp. It doesn't matter where you're stamping. So I'll do a couple here too. And then I'm going to actually take Old Olive because I do want a deeper green to come across with the Sympathy. So let's go ahead and stamp that real quick. And I'm just going to stamp it right in this corner. And nice even pressure and pull it up, and there you go. So what we want to do next is put it onto the actual card, and we're going to use the snail. And I really do recommend only using a little bit. You just need a little in each corner and a little in the middle. I know some people just rip it all the way down the side, and you really don't need that. Go ahead and put it on your card. Make sure you frame it out. And give it a rub in each corner and in the middle where you had it, so it kind of brandishes onto the card stock and it holds. I think some people just stick it on and they don't give it a little rub to make it actually stick. So then the next thing we want to do is I'm going to take this gold ribbon, or the gold sequin trim, I'm sorry, and I'm going to pull some of these sequins off of here because I'm not going to use it as intended. I'm just pulling some off so I have some gold sequins. Now the ribbon I keep calling it ribbon because it's like ribbon, but it's obviously sequin trim. I did it on this card to use it like that, but think outside the box a little bit, and you can take it off and use it as little embellishments. I always tell my gals, hey, you need to always stamp, layer, and embellish. So this would definitely be considered an embellishment. The best way to do this is take your Tombow glue and just put your glue where you want those sequins to sit. Don't try to put the sequins or the glue on the sequins because you'll just make yourself mad when you do that. So then you're going to go ahead and just lay it right on top of the glue that you've already put there. I might have had a little too much glue there, but if you let it dry, it'll be fine. I have some little extras over here. We're going to fill in all those blank spaces. And this is so simple. I mean, this took you less than 5 minutes to make, which I love that. So if you have this set, super, super easy to do. So you can see there's your card. Very easy. I'm going to set it aside and let it dry. Again, here is the sample that I originally created. You can put as many or as little if you want. Again, it's Celebration, beautiful, $50 before tax and shipping, Avon Garden. Thank you for joining me, and happy stamping.